September with Patrick Mahomes under center. Wow, and that didn't change yesterday. Kansas City superstar helped his team rally back from a 12-point deficit as he threw 3 touchdowns in the second half to secure a late fourth-quarter lead. Mahomes also ran for another touchdown earlier in the game and looked like an MVP candidate yet again. I know it's early, but Shannon, did Patrick Mahomes prove yesterday he is still the best quarterback in the league?
He that dude was skilled. He that guy. Right?
He threw 47 passes. He completed 30.
For Shannon Sharpe to be speechless, for Shannon Sharpe to be baffled, befuddled, bewildered, a loss for words. I mean, what else do I...
That was Thursday night, right? I don't know.
No. No, you got through 2 picks. There's just anything that he can't do. He runs the football well enough with his athletic ability. He's not Kyler. He's not Lamar Jackson. But he runs well enough that you have to respect him, that he can get a first down.
But they couldn't run it against the Chargers the way I thought they'd run it. He still got the greatest run
against everyone and play able to run it either. That 23-yard against the Tennessee Titans that you say they would try.
Greatest run in playoff history in which nobody tried to
For a quarterback. Every inch of the field is in play for him, no matter where he is on the field. He can be on the right side, and 60 yards on the left side is in play. He can be on the left side, and 60 yards on the right side is in play. He can just do things that very few people that have ever thrown a football in the NFL can do. He's 39-8 in 47 regular season games. His regular season games. He's 21 of 22 in his last he won 21 of 22 last regular season game. Yesterday broke Kurt Warner's most passing yards in 50 starts, broke Marino's record for touchdown in 50. And guess what, Skip? He got 3 more games to go. Skip, he the best. Skip, he's not the most accomplished. But right now, I don't believe there's one quarterback. You give the general managers 30 of 32 teams would take 15. He only 26. You got 15 more years to deal with him, Skip.
You got 4 or 5 more to deal with Tom Brady.
I got 4 or 5 more months.
Is that another prediction? Can I hold you to that one? This is Brady's last year. You've been saying it for 5 years.
It's contingent.
On them winning another Super Bowl?
Yeah, I think you got to go undefeated. We got like 10 Ks that ain't going undefeated. But anyway, I think if he goes undefeated, they walk up for the Suns.
So, just a few minutes ago here in Los Angeles, we had a little tremor that rocked our studio, right? I believe it was God's way of expressing his displeasure with this question. We should not even be asking this question.
Whatever.
It is blasphemy. It is ultimate disrespect to Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr., who just won his 7th Super Bowl, and I believe is on his way to winning his 8th Super Bowl. And Mahomes, I hope he's in the way, because we'll just step right on him and step right over him like we always do. Because AFC Championship game at Arrowhead in the cold, in overtime, Brady converts 3 straight 3rd and 10s. It's impossibly great. He did that to Mahomes. Mahomes can't play defense, but he did it to him. Right under his nose, in his house, game over, Super Bowl. And you know what happened in the last Super Bowl? Oh, you didn't have your offensive line, but...
You know that.
You know, Brady would, if you'd switch places, Brady would have done a lot better behind that line. Yes, he would have, because he gets rid of the football and he knows how, and he's a much quicker reader of the defense than Patrick is. Patrick wants to hold the ball and throw the home run.
Let me ask you a question. Is Dak a better quarterback than Mahomes? Because Dak threw for 403 against that same defense.
No, he's not. Okay. Obviously, he's not. But on display on Thursday night was Tom Brady at his greatest. I've never seen him play better than he played that night. And even you, the Hall of Famer that you are, disqualified both of his interceptions as a desperation Hail Mary jump ball that happened to be tipped in the wrong direction at the end of the half. And obviously, the little floater to Fournette did hit him right in the hands, and it glanced off right to my man, Trevon Diggs. Other than that, Tom Brady played a flawless football game, and I have never seen him throw it with more velocity and accuracy than he did in that game. So to me, he is still the best. He is still the greatest leader in the history of sports, and he has incredibly turned around the Succaneers into a dynasty. I think they're a dynasty. I don't see.
Man, you got to win more than one championship. Okay. I'm talking about you a dynasty.
How about two?
No, two and a push. You got to at least get to the championship game, then we'll consider you a dynasty.
How about three? Because I can see this
team.
Three is a dynasty. Yeah, well, because no one's ever done three in a row.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I believe Brady has his sights on. I believe he also has his sights this year on 20-0.
That ain't happening.
Because they're going to be favored to win every game. So you are in harm's way because, by the way, they get Atlanta this coming week. Okay. Geez. All right. So we'll see if Brady can put up. Maybe it'll be so easy he won't be able to throw for many yards. Maybe they can just run over Atlanta the way Philly did.
Well, you know Bruce Arians. Bruce Arians run the score up on you. Look, I'm playing. Play the guy. It all depends. How bad is the score? I mean, if the score is 35-3 at the half, Brady's probably done.
Okay. I still say that Mahomes gets away with things, and it's in part because he just believes. But sometimes, somewhere in that moment yesterday, he's going to throw one that is going to bite him. And you can't keep getting away with that 75-yarder.
Yeah, you can.
I got to tell you, this is pure luck to me.
Yeah, but he's done it too many times for it to be luck.
Well, this is luck. I don't care about the previous ones. This is luck. He's rolling. Just eat it.
No, don't eat it. Throw this thing away.
And so he throws it up, and it floated. It hung.
Out.
And I'm saying, what is John Johnson? They paid him a ton of money on the free agent market to make this play. And he's cut him off at the pass. He's got him covered. He's going to be just fine, but you have to turn and find the football. If John Johnson turns and finds the football, it's as much his as Tyreek's. Okay, so you just kind of float one up there. I don't know. And remember the play in the Super Bowl? He just floats it to Tyreek on the third down play, and he gets blasted in the face by the rusher, and he just floats it up. And, you know, he gets away with these kinds of plays because this can burn you as much as it can make you.
He's so gifted, Skip. Guess what happens when you don't have to run 500 yards in the Super Bowl to try to make every throw? That's what happened in the Super Bowl. The man scrambled for 500 yards. 500.
And the run yesterday for the first touchdown
you saw that?
He scored reminded me a lot of the run against the Titans when the Titans decided.
We got that touchdown?
You can't tackle him. It's almost like it's a joint scrimmage and he's got a target on and you can't tackle him. Could somebody just come up and hit him?
Oh, fake about the fake. That fake, get him every time.
Okay, he gives himself up as a running back. He's just sort of sauntering into the end zone. Could somebody just blast him? Just somebody come in and just clean his clock.
Yeah, the
hit
fake.
Him like he's.
You remember the fake? You remember how he did the fake? Oh, Tennessee, he faked it out and hit down the sideline, turned the burners on, looked like Tyreek.
But this is a case of. It's like teams hold him with such an aura about him. It's like he's protected by his aura.
What do you think they do about Brady?
The face of
Let me ask you a question. You think somebody would have hit the way Justin Fields got hit in the preseason? You think somebody going to try to unload on Tom Brady like that? They don't want to be the guy that knocked Tom Brady out.
Khalil Mack did on that Thursday night last year. He hit him a couple times and just knocked
Khalil, one of them old school guys.
Okay.
But for the most part, Skip, do you want to be the guy that hit Tom Brady and Tom Brady doesn't play anymore? Is that what you want on your resume?
I think Patrick Mahomes is even more hands-off than Tom Brady.
No, Tom is.
Yes.
Skip, they changed the rules for Tom. They ain't even got no rules yet, but we're going to come up with something.
Yeah. They did change the rule back.
They're about to start capping it. You can't throw more than 40 touchdowns in a season after we get another 50.
By the way, your man Mac Jones got away with the Brady rule because before he threw his touchdown pass Landon Roberts comes in and just takes him down. I don't know. I thought it was a clean play.
He wrapped him up. He didn't put his. Yeah.
He didn't. But it's like if you have your plant leg and somebody rolls into you late.
Right.
See Brady 0-8. Right. Mm-hmm. Game one, opening day, loss for the year. So they made the Tom Brady rule, and ironically, it saves Mac Jones because then the next play, it's 2 plays later, he throws to Aguilar for a touchdown.
Right.
So it's the Tom Brady rule. But in this case, Patrick Mahomes gets away with so much. It's almost like with him, it's flag football. All you do is 2 below touch, you know?
Skip, the guy was down 12. He's down 9 in the fourth quarter. And you look at his record when he's down by double digits, and you look at the other greats, Brady and because they only had 3 guys, Montana and Brady. Those guys are in the 30 percentile. This man wins 60+% of his games when he's down by double digits. That's absurd. That's unheard of.
It is. I give you that. He's still going to have to deal with the Cleveland Browns before this is over.
We just dealt with them.
Okay, you dealt with them in game 1 at home, and they had you on the ropes. You have to admit you were on the ropes.
Rope-a-dope.
Yeah,
that was the rope-a-dope. Got him tired. And then guess what happened?
The guy who doesn't fumble, Nick Chubb, fumbled.
Right.
And the poor punter has his first punt of the game with 8 minutes left, and it's the first time they've been stopped the whole game. They hadn't punted until 8 minutes were left in the game.
Yep.
That's the statement that Baker's offense made. And the punter muffs it. And the punter doesn't even try to kick it, and all of a sudden you just give them points. You just hand them points. Well, obviously, if you're going to do those two things, you're going to lose that game.
Well, look, Skip.
Okay, let's see what happens. The Browns showed you. They flashed their firepower. And remember, they did it without Odell. And I don't know what his status is going to be, but that Schwartz kid can fly.
Yeah, when they get Odell back, they're going to be, then I might have to reassess. But, Skip, you can't let homeboy go 9 of 13, almost 70% on third down.